It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He was stellar a week ago, piling up the yards and finding pay dirt twice. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 77 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Stroud. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. A good head-down running on the return gets you about 15 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Jefferson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the cart.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Purdy's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Here's Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase.
His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners set to take over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Trying the left side with Walker.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen, because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. And Stroud now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Stroud's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Purdy off the play fake. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now here's a throw. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On second down, it's Walker.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Walker will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A second down throw for Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Running left is Walker. Stiff arm. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Purdy bootlegging it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Again, it's Walker.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put...
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ken Walker
with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Play action. Stroud now. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
21 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Being chased out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. goes in for the Seattle touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Groupie able to add the PAT.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song when the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
3 quarters in the books. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Justin Jefferson
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Now Stroud.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw.
Caught. It's Wilson. There he goes, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. He finds Smith and Jigba.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Smith and Jigba. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Seahawks.
And Stroud now to throw.
Wilson's got it complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 49ers 5-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The point after, good by Groupie.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 34.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. Dances by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Walker with another carry.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Kyle Pitts
With career touchdown number 60.
and the 49ers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Taken at the goal line.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Back to Walker on first down.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
from 17 yards out.
And the 49ers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 5. The throwing again is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Here's Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it. Down to the 10 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, here's Stroud.
And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah.